Welcome back everybody to the weekend show where I'll be doing update on stock market and doing technical analysis on all the indices. So before we get started, please slap that like button, and that is the only way I can get paid on YouTube because YouTube does not pay, and that is my payment. You guys hitting that like button, that is all I need. Now, if you're new to this channel, definitely also subscribe to it so you don't miss out on any other videos that I post. And later on, there will be another video on big mega cap stocks, which I'll be updating 7 to 9 stocks in that video. Now, with that being said, last 2 days, and especially Friday, Dow drops 2,200 points, guys. Huge losses. In 2 days, S&P 500 down 10%. And when was the last time you saw that? I don't know. We got to go back to 2020 March, COVID crash. That's a crazy, crazy move in the market. Now, yes, there are a lot of fears out there, but there are a lot of opportunities. That's what I see in the market. Now, what do we have next week? Well, we have the CPI coming out this week on Thursday. So, and then we also have PPI coming out on Friday. So that's going to move the market. We also have Michigan consumer sentiment. That's something I'm really watching. That's going to trigger possibly a rally or maybe adds to this selling in the market. So you got to watch these data, and then a couple other things I'll be showing you guys and going through in this video. But here on stock market, we got Dow going down 5.50%, Nasdaq down nearly 6%, S&P down nearly 6%, and Russell going down 4.46%. Now, I want to show you guys some dartful orders and well targets. And you can see right on my screen, on Qs, we're actually under 430. So we got these targets on top. And if the price is staying below it, at some point, it's going to come back up, right? So, you got to watch these levels. Even if we come back up to 430 and where we saw there's a lot of resistance there on Friday. So watch out. I mean, these levels can work like magnets. Now you can see here on dark pool levels for triple Q. So far, that is where we're holding at 423. And you can see, I mean, we got some orders here, but if we can get through these orders, there is a large, huge monster order here at, right here at 453. Then we have one at 468, and some of the other ones even higher. Now, that does not mean that we go here immediately this week, but something to be aware of, right? And then we also have Apple here. You can see a big name down below 200, and now that's going to be a resistant to watch if this thing comes back up to 200. It's well below the world target. So just crazy moves in the market. You can see SPY also wells are targeting 500, some orders there. And then also I think late Friday we got some orders that are 490 and some even 480. So these are not really heavy orders. Now, if we do want to crush the market with some big trade ideas, guys, and definitely, I mean, if you're on there, this is actually my X account. I do post a lot of things. You can give me a follow right here, and this does not cost anything. Now, this, on the other hand, definitely cost money. And I actually opened up this new a channel here on my Discord to show you guys, I can upload more things. And here's some trades from last week. And this one here, I mean, boy, oh boy, Chevron puts here 160, guys. I mean, look at this play here. And, I'm not even going to show you guys, my own trades. Let the member speak, about my Patreon group. Look at this play. Look at right here on Chevron. 657%. Now, unfortunately, the many contracts I had, I did not really hold. This is not mine. This is just one of my Patreon member that is putting out just one contract from $1.90 up to 14.40. I mean, these types of trades are pretty much always there, but you got to be serious. So if you look at these, here's one on Chevron, and then look at these here. Roblox at 63, we got $60 puts, and you guys go and see where Roblox is actually trading now. We took profit, still holding a lot of runners for more. And then we got PG puts at 173, and now I think it's trading at 163. But the main thing why I actually opened up this channel, I don't want to show you guys what I have here. There is so many opportunities in this market right now that I'm opening so many positions and deploying a lot of money, lots of money, about 25 to 30%. That cash that I have on hand, about 25 to 30% are actually in the market, and I'll be buying even more if hopefully, I don't like to say it, but if there is a gap down, let's say Monday, Kramer is extremely bearish about Monday, talking about what 87 and whatnot. So I don't know. I doubt it that we're gonna see another $20 gap down. But if that's coming Monday, we'll be loading up even more. So all these trade ideas, guys, definitely if you're serious about trading and you want to get these types of trade ideas, definitely check out my link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into S&P 500. SPY ETF, it's down $31.42 on Friday. And yes, you heard me right. It's down about 31, $32 for the day, which is massive. I mean, that is just enormous of a move on Friday to the downside. Now, you don't see these types of moves every day. So new traders, investors, they see these type of moves, and guess what? This is crash, get out, get the heck out, or buy puts here, buy puts right here. No, that is not what we're doing in the market. We're not shorting the market. Even though the market is going down, I'm not gonna short this market. And why? I mean, these type of moves don't happen often. Once in a lifetime, I think it happened only like 2, 3 times so far, and it's an opportunity. Now S&P 500 right now it's down about 17, 18%. Nasdaq already in bear market down over 20%. And these are opportunities because you guys saw the puts that I got on Chevron and some of the other ones early on. These things were up, and that is why I bought puts on those products. It's not up. We got massive gap on top, 536.70. We got massive gap at 555 almost. And it's reaching the well target, which is 500 and a key level of support. We do have some other support and some, unfinished business down here. There is a gap around 490, and we talked about it. There is an order there, but it's not a big one. There is also support right here at 480 and a gap here near 483. So these are some levels to be aware of to the downside. If some kind of a gap down happens on Monday, these are some levels to watch. Now, yes, market is on a free fall. Things are going down, and obviously, people were really used to buying these small dips, and it's going up. It's bullish. We're just a big bull. Now, one more thing. I don't want to bring that up here, and it's gonna, drag this video, and just gonna go longer. And I'm not somebody who likes to make a video for 1 hour, but on my channel, if you type stock market analysis, you'll go back and see many, many videos when the market was up here and the RSI on this monthly time frame, it was right up here. And I was saying, guys, just because we're going up and it's bullish, RSI hitting 74 on a monthly time frame, weekly we're really overextended. Things are gonna pull back at some point. Maybe it's not happening right now, but it can happen. It just needs a catalyst. Now, fear and greed index from CNN is right now it's reading at 4. Extreme fear. Now, what happens when there is extreme fear? Usually, I'm not saying, we're going to bottom immediately, but usually market finds a bottom, right? A bottom, not the bottom. And there is so much fear right now because of this trade war and all that is happening. I think this is actually a great opportunity. Now, with that being said, the next step, what I think is going to happen, people are going to get caught off guard shorting this market, and there is going to be a massive, and I mean it guys, massive face ripper rally back up to the upside to close some of that gap. And if there is a 20 $30 gap up to the upside, or market just runs when market is open, I want to be in there. I don't want to be a short here. I want to be in that move when market makes that face ripper rally back up to the upside. And that is why, that is a lot of money. Deploying 25 to 30% of your, cash that you're holding, that's a lot of money. And possibly will go up to like 50% if there is another gap down Monday or some sort of a selling next week. Under 500 will definitely, buy more dips. Now, you'll say like, oh, what if the market does not come out and get that rally immediately? Well, I'm buying shares. I'm buying a longer calls with lots of time on my hand, and I'm buying really slowly, taking my time, adding just couple at the time when the market is making a big gap down. So obviously, if the market rallies back up and closes some of this gap, I'm not even targeting all-time highs. If I can come back up here at 554, 560, I'm good. That money, that's gonna be, you guys saw that trade on Chevron. There is other trades that I took, even Roblox, 100, 200%. If I'm deploying, maybe 500,000 right now, and I get 200% return, that's how much money? Just do the math. Huge, right? And that is why I think we're getting the biggest opportunity of a lifetime right now, and people are running for the door. Now, you'll always hear this in my channel that when the market is selling off, I actually enjoy it. I love it. When the market is coming down, that is money coming to me. Now, some people see it the other way, and most people see it that way. Oh, get the heck out. I don't want any part of it. You know, or even if they have money, they're not gonna bring it because they're scared. And then the market rallies. Let's say SPY up here at 555 by end of next week. It can do that. Don't tell me it cannot do that. It can definitely do that. Now, if it's up here, guess what? People will be asking, people will be commenting saying, oh, is it too late? Can I buy here? No. You were scared right here. You thought, if you buy here, you're going to lose a lot of money. Well, buy shares, whatever you can afford, and go and think and go a little bit outside the box, long term. Think a little bit long term. I'm not saying go think 6 years, but at least think in a couple months to maybe in a year. At least wait for that relief rally, and that position can easily go up to 200%. I'm not even targeting 500-600% that you guys saw on Chevron. I sold 5 contracts on Friday. These were my runners that I did not sell all of my contracts. I had 50 contracts of Chevron that I bought puts. Imagine having those. How much money? I only kept 5, and I was just playing like, okay, I made this much. I can sell 45 contracts and keep 5. If they go against me, I don't care because I already made the money. I can just get out anytime I want. And 5 contracts, 500% plus I sold. And that person you saw, he sold way, way, after I actually got out. I think later on the day where, the market closing pretty much at the low of the day. So that's why he got more than almost 700%. So if these plays are going up to 600%, I'm not even targeting that. I'm targeting 100 to 200%. And that is my goal. And I think it's going to get there. It just, people are just scared. And let me tell you guys, this is not my first rodeo where, I'm buying dips and market falling. This is really good chance, and you can go back and watch this video maybe 6 months from now, or maybe even 1 year from now, and say, hey, there was a good chance, man, and I just missed it. Yes, market can come down a bit more. I'm not denying that, but you see what I'm going with this, slowly deploying more and more money into the market because I can hold. I'm still waiting on a bigger position on Nvidia, which is not really getting into my price level, still over $90. So now, this is what I think next week. Any sort of a negotiation, any kinds of anything that market finds, where market can rally off of that. Look at this daily RSI 23 on SPY. When was the last time we got there? Not even here, guys. I mean, we got to go back to the bear market 2022. Maybe it's there. I'm not even going to go there. But within the last few years, we got up to 31. Here's 31 again. And this was recently 28 and now 23. So if you tell me, hey, you know, it's a bear market is crashing, I'm going to go buy puts here. Good luck with that. I'm not buying no puts here. There is no way. Even if the market guarantees that it's going to go down another 20%, I'm not touching a put. I'm going to buy that dip when market is down another 20%. I'm going to add more into my position and build my position there. So that is my take on the market. I think a face ripper rally is going to take place at some point, maybe this week, maybe some consolidation, market digest, whatever we get from Trump and, overall economy. And, China and some of the other countries can actually put their own tariff. And then, I mean, like I said before, just like COVID, it's going to be over at some point. Market is going to forget and it's going to move on. And the technicals are saying we're extremely, extremely oversold. And then, of course, a lot of fear and greed index pretty much zero. So definitely watch that. Now, depending on where we open Monday, there is strong support at 500. You guys saw that target, wall target. That's going to be a strong support. And then from there, 590 to even 490 to even 480 to the upside. There will be resistant at 510, 514. There is a big order there. And if we can get past through all that and look at what happened on Friday, guys, right here. 525, that is where we got to break. If that breaks right here and spike and hold, then this gap comes into play. And that is the face stripper rally I'm talking about, because that is going to be a big move. $30 up from the bottom if that happens, this week. So watch out for that. On triple Q, it's down over 6%, and there is the order that I showed you guys, 423. It's pretty much holding right there. And below that, we could be coming down to 413, and then previous all-time highs right here. There is a gap at 407, and we do have support here at 413. You can see right on my screen, and then this gap at 407. So it can hold up pretty much here. If that's the case, we go down another 5, 10, 20 bucks. These are levels to the downside to watch. But how often you see these types of moves? And I'm gonna break it down even more. And I know I said in a quick update video, but it's gonna get longer. So grab your coffee and just hang on, because we need to talk about these Bollinger Bands. And look at this, guys. I mean, when was the last time? I don't think you can even find one. It is almost impossible to see that. Lower Bollinger Band sitting at 443. Look at the weekly Bollinger Band here. Right here, this purple line, 452. And the ETF itself trading at 422. You tell me this is normal and it's going to stay this way? I don't think so. So I'm not denying that, yes, market, we're in a downtrend. We're not in a bull market anymore. Definitely, this is a bad, selling, lots of selling. You can see, look at the volume here. It's scary. I get it. But if you're watching this type of selling for the first time, yes, it's scary for you. But somebody like me, somebody who's actually buying out there, maybe, forget about me. People have lots of money. People that are waiting to buy this types of moves, they're excited because they know in a long run, just holding, they're going to make a ton of money off of that 20+% dump off on Qs. So this one in bear market. Now to the upside, if you look at my screen, this thing there will be resistant at 430, over that 440, and then possibly can make a move back up to 450 to close this gap from Friday. On IWM, critical level here on IWM 180. As long as this thing can hold, we might see a push back up to 188. Maybe even this gap fill right here at 189 to the upside. Now, 180 gives up. Definitely watch out for this low to hold 176 on IWM. If not, it can go much, much lower, especially the low that we saw back in 2022. We can possibly even retest that level. Now, if we can get over 188, definitely watch this move where this thing can make a move back up to the upside. At least we can get that, dead cat bounce right here on IWM. On Dow Jones, is down 5.43%, some massive, massive dump off. And if you look at my screen, I mean, it's pretty much trying to hold here at 384-ish. You can see multiple, dump off here, and it was holding, and then there was a rejection there. So this is a key level to watch, 383, 384, and the next one will be down here at 376. But look at this, guys. Again, lower Bollinger Band right up here at 398 and DIA trading at 383. So that is pathetic the way we went down. This is not a normal type of sell-off, and I get that. But again, this is actually creating an opportunity, especially whenever we see that rally back up to the upside, even in bear market, guys. Keep that in mind. Bear market rallies are vicious, and whenever that comes, it will just rip your face off if you're shorting the market. So no short, nothing, only an opportunity in the market after this kind of sell-off. Definitely worth watching. Now, if this thing does not hold 384, 383, next level 376, we get a bounce, counter trend rally. It can definitely come back up easily up to 396 to 398, retracing lower Bollinger Band, and then this gap comes into play right here at 405. But before that, we do have resistance at 400. So watch out right here on Dow Jones. On VIX is up 51% on Friday and got up to 45 and pretty much closing at the high of the day. But look at this thing. Upper Bollinger Band sitting at 35. Look at the weekly Bollinger Band. It's sitting right here at 32. And VIX trading at 45. So I know it looks good. Big candle, all bullish and all that. But is this actually sustainable? How long it's going to stay up here, guys? How long? Not too long. So, VIX definitely can get crushed back down, easily can come down to 34, 35, maybe even 30 this week. And if that happens, I mean, we saw that before. It was right here, right? From 30, we didn't even get up to 30. What happened? Down to, look at this, 16. Half of the gains gone. So imagine half of the gains gone right here. You're gonna see that face ripper in the market, and VIX definitely signaling that. Now to the upside, yeah, it can go up a bit more, maybe up to 48, 51. So these are upside resistant to watch on VIX if this thing makes that move this week even higher to that level. So TLT was up Friday 1%, and now it's trading well over daily 200 SMA. Now we talked about it many times in my channel. We got this trend line here. I even had this bull flag pattern. It did not play out immediately. It actually came down a bit more, and then from there, guys, what happened? Well, this thing just took off like a rocket ship, and look at this. Now right here against the resistance 94, we got a bit of a rejection there, but we're not too far off. So if this thing is going up, that is putting a lot of pressure on the overall stock market. So watch out if this thing takes a back seat, maybe retest 92 to even 20 SMA right here at 91. That can offer up some relief for the market. Now if this thing breaks over 94, that's going to be even more dangerous for the market. It can go up to 98, maybe even go up to this $100 level. So that's going to be a really a crazy move if that happens next week. So that's all I have for you guys. Definitely would love to hear what do you guys think and how you're approaching the market. Leave your comments and thoughts down below in the comment section, and have a great weekend.